Islam, like many other faiths, has a rich tradition of eschatology, the study of the end times. This tradition is deeply rooted in the Quran and the Hadiths, which are the sayings and traditions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. These texts provide a detailed account of the events that will unfold as the world approaches its end. These beliefs offer a framework for understanding the ultimate fate of humanity and the universe. They are not just abstract concepts but are meant to guide the actions and thoughts of believers in their daily lives. The idea is to live a life that is in harmony with the divine will, preparing oneself for the eventual meeting with the Creator. They remind us that our time on earth is finite and that we will be held accountable for our actions. This accountability is a central theme in Islamic eschatology, emphasizing that every deed, no matter how small, will be weighed and judged. This serves as a powerful motivator for ethical and moral behavior. The Quran and the Hadiths, the sayings and traditions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provide guidance on the signs that will precede the Day of Judgment. These signs are numerous and varied, ranging from natural disasters to social upheavals, and they serve as reminders for people to turn back to righteousness and seek forgiveness. These signs serve as warnings and encourage people to turn towards righteousness. They are meant to awaken the conscience and prompt individuals to reflect on their lives and make amends where necessary. The ultimate goal is to achieve a state of spiritual purity and readiness for the final judgment. The end times in Islam are not merely a time of destruction. While there will be significant turmoil and upheaval, these events are also seen as a prelude to a new beginning. The concept of renewal is intrinsic to Islamic eschatology, offering a vision of hope amidst the chaos. They are also a period of renewal and resurrection. After the trials and tribulations, there will be a resurrection where all souls will be brought back to life. This resurrection is a cornerstone of Islamic belief, symbolizing the triumph of life over death and the eternal nature of the soul. After the Day of Judgment, a new world will be established based on justice and righteousness. This new world, often described as a utopian society, will be free from the injustices and sufferings of the current world. It will be a place where divine justice prevails, and everyone will receive their due. This belief provides hope and comfort to believers, reminding them that even in the face of death and destruction, there is a promise of a better world to come. It reassures them that their struggles and sacrifices in this life are not in vain, but are part of a larger divine plan. Understanding these beliefs is essential for Muslims and non-Muslims alike, as they offer insights into the Islamic worldview and provide a framework for ethical living. By studying these eschatological teachings, one can gain a deeper appreciation of the values and principles that underpin the Islamic faith, fostering greater understanding and respect among different cultures and religions. Among the many signs of the end times mentioned in Islamic scriptures, the smoke stands out as particularly enigmatic and awe-inspiring. This prophecy has intrigued believers and scholars alike for centuries, sparking numerous debates and interpretations. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, describes this event in Surah Ad-Dukhan, chapter 44, verse 10. This chapter, named after the smoke, delves into the profound and often mysterious signs that will herald the end times. Then watch thou for the day that the sky will bring forth a visible smoke. This verse is a powerful reminder of the transient nature of our world and the ultimate reality that awaits. This verse paints a vivid picture of a day when the sky itself will be filled with a tangible, visible smoke, signaling a time of great upheaval and change. The imagery is both haunting and captivating, leaving a lasting impression on the minds of those who ponder its meaning. This Quranic verse has been the subject of much discussion and interpretation among Islamic scholars throughout history. Scholars have pored over ancient texts, seeking to understand the true nature and implications of this prophecy. Some interpret the smoke literally, envisioning a physical smoke that will engulf the earth, causing widespread panic and chaos. They see it as a divine warning, a precursor to the final judgment, while others view it as a metaphor for tribulation, suffering, or spiritual darkness. This interpretation suggests that the smoke represents a period of intense hardship and moral decay, a time when humanity will be tested to its limits. Regardless of the interpretation, the smoke is widely considered a major sign of the approaching Day of Judgment in Islamic tradition. It serves as a reminder of the impermanence of life and the certainty of the hereafter. Its appearance will mark a significant shift in the cosmic order and serve as a stark reminder of the impending divine reckoning. The prophecy of the smoke continues to captivate and inspire, urging believers to reflect on their lives and prepare for the ultimate reality. The Quranic description of the smoke has led to various interpretations among scholars and commentators. This enigmatic reference has sparked debates and discussions for centuries, with each interpretation offering a unique perspective on its meaning and implications. Some hold a literal view, believing that a physical smoke will descend upon the earth as a divine punishment. This interpretation is often linked to natural phenomena that produce smoke, such as volcanic eruptions, which can blanket entire regions in ash and smoke. This smoke, they argue, could be a result of natural disasters, volcanic eruptions, or even celestial events. The imagery of smoke from a meteor impact or the aftermath of an earthquake further supports this view, suggesting a cataclysmic event that will serve as a divine warning. The smoke is seen as a tangible manifestation of God's wrath and a warning to humanity. It serves as a reminder of the consequences of straying from divine commandments and the inevitable judgment that follows. Others interpret the smoke metaphorically. They argue that the reference to smoke is not about a physical phenomenon, but rather a symbolic representation of deeper, more abstract concepts. They believe it represents the widespread chaos, fear, and moral decay that will characterize the end times. This interpretation sees the smoke as a metaphor for the societal breakdown and the loss of moral and ethical values. The smoke, in this view, symbolizes the spiritual blindness and confusion that will grip humanity as it moves further away from divine guidance. It represents the inner turmoil and the loss of spiritual direction that will prevail in the end times. The metaphorical interpretation emphasizes the internal and societal turmoil that will accompany the end times, rather than a specific physical event. It highlights the profound impact of moral and spiritual decay on society, suggesting that the true danger lies not in external events, but in the internal disintegration of human values and beliefs. Some interpretations link the smoke to catastrophic events that could have global consequences. One such interpretation connects the smoke to an asteroid impact or a massive solar flare. These events could potentially release vast amounts of dust and debris into the atmosphere, creating a global shroud that would block out the sun and plunge the earth into darkness. This interpretation finds resonance with scientific understanding of potential threats to our planet. It highlights the vulnerability of human civilization to cosmic events and serves as a reminder of the transient nature of our existence. While this interpretation is speculative, it underscores the Quran's ability to resonate with contemporary concerns and scientific discoveries. Section 5. The smoke in Islamic eschatology. The smoke is not an isolated event in Islamic eschatology. It is part of a larger sequence of events that will precede the Day of Judgment. These events, known as the signs of the hour, are described in the Quran and the Hadiths. They include the coming of the Dajjal, or Antichrist, the return of Prophet Isa, or Jesus, the emergence of Gog and Magog, and the rising of the sun from the west. The smoke is often placed among the major signs, signifying its significance in the unfolding of end-time events. Its appearance will herald a period of intense tribulation and trial for humanity. It serves as a stark reminder of the Day of Judgment, when all souls will be held accountable for their deeds. Section 6. Scholarly Perspectives on the Smoke. Islamic scholars have offered diverse interpretations of the smoke and its place within the broader context of end-time events. Some scholars, such as Ibn Kathir, have interpreted the smoke literally, describing it as a tangible smoke that will cause suffering and hardship. Others, like al-Qurtubi, have proposed both literal and metaphorical interpretations, suggesting that the smoke could represent both physical and spiritual afflictions. Despite the varied interpretations, there is a consensus among scholars that the smoke is a major sign of the approaching Day of Judgment. Its appearance will be a time of great upheaval and change, and it serves as a stark reminder of the transient nature of this world. Section 7. The Smoke and Our Times. While the smoke is often viewed through an eschatological lens, some scholars and commentators have drawn parallels between the smoke and contemporary issues. The rampant pollution, environmental degradation, and the increasing prevalence of smog in many parts of the world serve as a stark reminder of the Quranic prophecy. The metaphorical interpretation of the smoke as representing chaos and moral decay also resonates with the state of the world today. the rise of conflict, injustice, and social unrest can be seen as manifestations of the spiritual smog that the Quran warns against. Section 8. The importance of righteous living. The signs of the end times, including the smoke, are not meant to induce fear or despair. Instead, they are meant to serve as reminders of our ultimate accountability before God. They are a call to reflect on our actions, turn towards righteousness, and live a life of virtue and good deeds. The Quran and the Hadiths emphasize the importance of faith, good deeds, and kindness towards others. They teach that true success lies not in material wealth or worldly pursuits, but in seeking the pleasure of God and striving to make the world a better place. The signs of the end times are a reminder to prioritize our spiritual growth and contribute positively to society. Section 9. Conclusion, a call to reflection. The smoke, as described in the Quran, is a powerful and evocative symbol of the end times. Whether interpreted literally or metaphorically, it serves as a stark reminder of the transient nature of this world and the impending day of judgment. It is a call to reflect on our lives, reevaluate our priorities, and turn towards righteousness. By understanding the signs of the end times, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the importance of living a meaningful and purposeful life. The smoke is not just a prophecy of destruction, it is also a call to action, urging us to strive for spiritual growth, act with justice and compassion, and leave a positive legacy on the world.